practice. And so I think that there's going to be adjustments on the amount of time you can practice, the weightlifting, the conditioning. There's a whole myriad of topics, and his head's going to be spinning for a while. But that's the reason that it's important that you find a staff that can say, hey, we have to do it this way instead of that way, and I think he'll be a great student.
How curious are you about his X's and O's vision when you talk about the systematic? Beilein, he's replacing a guy who certainly had his way of doing things. So
yeah.
How curious are you of what this offense is going to look like?
No, so I believe that John Beilein is an innovator, and a lot of the things that he started at Michigan are now throughout the NBA. The positionless game, the playing outside in, ball screen tendencies. A lot of that John Beilein started. And if you watch the Miami Heat play, they run a lot of similarities to what Michigan's players are used to. There's a lot of pick and roll. Miami plays, they run a quick hit or a quick set. And if it doesn't work, they flow right into ball screen offense. Well, that's what John Beilein has been doing. And so Juwan Howard's going to be coaching some players next year that have a pretty good understanding of how that offense works.
So what I wanted to ask you, really specifically, I want to talk to you about, because I go back a long time to sitting in your apartment room with Paul Jokic and whoever. You guys are all mad at Frieder. It goes way back to then, And I've heard you talk about Frieder. You like Frieder now and everything. There's always this kind of dichotomy between Michigan and I don't know, kind of even coming out with the Fab Five today, between kind of a confliction with the school and its tradition academically with basketball history that sometimes is a little bit conflicted, and how Howard's going to try to bring that together. I mean, he seemed to bring that all together, yet he was a member of the Fab Five where the banner is not down. And it all kind of started in about the same era you were there, a little bit before maybe with Johnny. Do you understand where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I do. And
because you know how these people, they talk about it, they're conflicted. The Michigan alums are that, right?
Some may be, and I don't have that feeling. I don't really, I never look up there and say, gosh, I wish those Final Four banners were up there. Because to me, I played against those guys in the summer. I cheered for them when they were running through the NCAA tournament. I knew them when they were in the NBA. I played against some of them. And so the fact that there are some people that are holding a grudge or they feel bitter about something that happened so long ago, I don't feel that way. I think it'd be great if the Fab Five came back and were celebrated, but if they don't, I still have all these great memories in my mind anyway, so to me it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and just looking at Michigan basketball, it's always, I've always looked at it as kind of like a sleeping giant. Again, it goes back to the time when you had like big time recruits that came in, the guys that I talked about, Relaford, Wade, and then they had another recruit. It seems they have periods where they do that. When do you see it maybe becoming a big time power like year after year after year? Can that happen rather than just kind of waves where it happens and then it kind of...
Well, the lifeblood of college basketball success is the ability to recruit. And Duke and Kansas and Kentucky are good every year because if kids go to the NBA, they just reload. I don't know if that's necessarily Juwan's game plan, but I do think he will have access to a whole higher level of recruit than his predecessors did. John Beilein was a wonderful talent evaluator. He could look at a 2-star and say, I can make him a 4-star. There's not many people that can do that. I think Juwan Howard will be able to see a 4-star and say, I can recruit him and bring him here and teach him about the NBA game, but I can also expose him to the academic excellence and the culture of Michigan and a lot of other things. So to me, I think he's an A+ hire, and I'm so excited to see him progress as a coach.
You don't think the X's and O's are something that you played in the NBA, you obviously follow this still closely and play college ball. You don't think it's much different? Because I think that's just my opinion, a little bit too much being made out of that.
So I've been a massive college basketball fan since the mid-'70s. And I've played for some great coaches, and I've seen a lot. I've broadcast a lot. I just don't see anybody out there that's devising plays that nobody else can figure out.
Right.
You know, there's a few that I think that they're savants and they're great X's and O's coaches, but for the most part, I think it's about talent evaluation. It's about developing your players. It's about getting them motivated and prepared to play. I think that's bigger than X's and O's.
I think it might actually help them with the spacing on the floor issues and things that they do in the NBA.
The NBA is all about spacing, and now it's about positionless basketball. I thought that there were some things that, specifically against Michigan State, that defensively that Michigan was doing that you don't see in the NBA very often. I think Juwan's gonna bring a really fresh perspective on defense.
I don't think it's gonna be. But anyway, thanks, man.
It's always good seeing you. I listen to you on the radio a lot.
I know. I see it on TV when we do TV.
No, it's
I
good.
appreciate it.
It's been good. I enjoy it.